up the stream? And then just let us know when it's running.
You're good to go.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to Session 2 of The Forgotten Colony. It's been a few weeks since we've played, and I want to give the crew of the Double Down an opportunity to catch us up where we've been. Who wants to take the first crack at what happened in Session 1?
I can in a second.
All right. Okay.
All right. So we were heading to. We started off heading to a mining colony on Fellow 4 when we encountered, I think it was another ship, or was it a ship or a communication?
Yeah, the station, the station that you were headed to hailed you.
Okay. And it was a contact of ours, Ban Abrize.
Yep.
And he told us that the contract we had with the Narcos Cooperative had been pulled, and that we weren't going to be able to unload our cargo and sell it. But we landed anyways, and most of the crew, well, Ban offered he could buy some of it, but he would have to figure out how to get the money or something like that. So we landed.
He was able, a quick point on that. So he purchased 3/4 of your cargo at basically what amounted to your cost.
Okay.
Maybe just a little bit above your cost, and there was nothing he could do for the remaining quarter of your cargo.
Okay. So when we landed, the crew went off to the local bar, and I went to meet this guy and sell him the 3/4 of cargo. And then when I was done with that, I went in search of the buyer for the remaining 1/4 of the cargo. Everyone else that was at the bar had some drinks, and they encountered an addict that was trying to sell well, I don't remember if he was what he initially proposed, but he was trying to sell the location of a pre-tech ship. So
the Umbrella.
The crew members that were in the bar didn't buy it because he was offering way too much money, but they followed him back to his
junkie lair.
His junkie lair. And using some smarts and abilities, they knocked him unconscious. Oh, well, they saw that he was talking to someone, and that a rival of mine, Talvok, was in the system, and he was he either knew the location or he was trying to find the location of this ship. And I think that's where the junkie got his information from. Right?
Yeah, so he had overheard, and he wasn't really, forthcoming on what he heard, but basically he pilfered some data. He overheard a conversation about a salvage operation that had been given to Talvok.
Right.
And he swiped it and then tried to sell it.
Okay. and I think it was Bill knocked him unconscious. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone.
That's right.
All right, knocked him unconscious, and they took the data, and they returned to the ship, and I'm probably cutting off something in between there. And we took off from the station to a undisclosed, hiding spot, and we looked through the data to see that it was the Umbressa, and it was a pre-tech cargo ship. Was it in the same system?
So, quick point. It wasn't a pre-tech cargo ship. It's just a regular cargo ship. What it potentially has... Correct. It is supposed to have pre-tech goodies, which is what makes it so valuable.
The GM doesn't want to hand us a pre-tech ship yet.
No.
I mean, there's probably a reason why it needs to be salvaged. So we agreed, I guess, as a crew to go to this location and see what we could find there. Yes? No?
All right. Yep. Anyone else have anything that they want to add to that?
No, that checks out with the notes that I was keeping.
That sounds about right to me.
Yeah, the captain's dick. I wanted to add that.
He has no sense of humor.
Just want you to know
All right.
that every joke you tell...
Yeah.
I want you to know every joke the pilot tells is 10% off his pay.
If the captain hears it.
Convenient that I'm a shareholder and don't get paid.
Oh, good point.
I tell all the jokes I want.
All right. Okay. So you guys have the data. You know that Talvok, captain of the Terror, is going to be heading here at some point. And so, what are you guys going to do?
What was
I'm going
his
to go
ship's
ahead
name?
and the Terror.
Where
Now,
are we right
only-
now? We're at the other ship.
No. You are hiding away past the My 3
Ones.
asteroid belt or asteroid base. So
We're still there. Okay.
yeah, you're close by, but you are hiding amongst the asteroids. I know you guys had talked about disabling your transponder.
Yeah, because we wanted to run dark and run fast.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing we...
I'm going to leave that to the ones who know how to do it.
Is that a thing we can do?
Yep, you sure can.
All right. Who's the engineer?
Chris.
At the end of the last game, did we make a decision as far as who was our comms officer?
That'd be me.
Going in.
That was Voren, right?
Voren, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because at first I had said Jim, not realizing that you guys had changed minds from session 0. So, so either Voren or Marshall or Splort could all disable the transponder.
Oh, then I will do so.
It's just basically a subroutine you guys run. Okay, and with that, I guess it's up to Blackjack to give the word and to set thrust impulse power to towards the coordinates.
Yeah. What he said.
Everybody get in your crash couches and let's do a hard burn. No. Okay.
No.
I've been watching that show at your recommendation, Jim.
It's fucking awesome. The audiobooks are even better. I'm glad I waited because it probably would have ruined the show.
I'll read the print version or digital print version afterwards.
Yeah, my eyes aren't like what they used to be, so the audiobooks have worked out really well for that. Sorry. But anyway, yes, it's awesome. Is that us on the radar? Bloop, bloop.
Where?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. All right. There's a few issues with the system I'm using. So when I drag tokens, they don't actually keep their name.
Well, that's silly.
Yeah. But
Guess we'll get familiar with each other's icons. No changebacks.
It does not seem to affect characters, but there's no tokens on this page anyways. Okay. So let's see. Okay. All right, so you guys are heading in. Like I said, it's about a 6-hour flight. Is there anything in particular you guys want to do, or are you just doing your normal...
Disable that transponder.
Yeah, that's done.
Oh, it was instantaneous?
It's just...
roll needed?
Nope, it's a subroutine. This is something that was set up mostly by necessity from your previous quote-unquote employer.
Okay. What if
because it was necessary to run...
What if we want to forge a new transponder?
So if you wanted to make a new transponder, that is something that you could do with just a bit of time. And you may already have some that you've already created. But you could set up basically different profiles. So it would broadcast, a different name and registration.
Right, which is illegal, right?
Which is illegal. If you get caught, right?
Right.
Don't get caught.
All right.
Where's Salute by?
Well, I'm just going to prep the med bay because I assume something's going to go.
Okay. You guys make your way. It's a pretty uneventful flight. And as you get close to the coordinates, you're not picking anything up on sensors. So there is nothing broadcasting.
Okay. But do we pick up
think,
the ship?
Not yet. You're a little far away from that, but you're certainly within range. If there was a like a distress beacon, you would have seen it by now.
Okay. Do we have a general idea of how old the ship really is?
You don't even know what type of ship it is yet.
There could be many different reasons why it's not having a distress call.
Yep. All right. So as you continue to make your way, soon enough, you pick up with active sensors. All right, you are able to pick up and spot the ship.
Okay. Do we pick up any other ships in the vicinity?
No. Your active sensors aren't picking up anything else. What's up, kid? Wait till mommy comes home, okay? Mommy's gonna be home soon.
All right, but we visually can see the ship now, or we're still.
You can't see it, but you're starting to get some information from it,
Okay.
and it looks like it is a bulk freighter. It's on the smaller side, but it is larger than your average like free merchant hull. Okay. As you guys get closer,
Are we detecting any like reactor leaks or fuelant leaks or
everything
something outside the ship?
It seems to be running on emergency power only. So you do detect some power, but it's very faint. And as you get closer, your active sensors can bring you an image of the vessel itself, and the Umbressa has suffered significant battle damage. So as you get close, hold on 1 second. I don't have a picture. But it's a pretty hefty freighter with pretty significant battle damage, and it's mostly running dark.
From the damage, can we tell what kind of weaponry was used?
Not easily, not without getting a lot closer.
Okay.
So you guys cautiously make your way until you're fairly close. Everything on the sensors show that other than this ship, you guys are pretty much alone. There's no other bodies of mass anywhere nearby. You've gone past the Oort cloud. There are no stray asteroids, ice, comets, things like that. It's just you and the ship, which is slowly drifting, very slowly, out on a heading, taking it out of the solar system. So the further it goes, the colder it's going to get. You're not sure how long it's been here, because that information wasn't really in the information you got from the informant.
Okay. We move in closer.
Okay. All right. As you get closer through just the viewport, you can see that whatever hit this thing was pretty heavy. But the damage itself was probably not enough to disable the ship. That's the biggest thing you can tell.
Now,
It definitely got here on it under its own power.
knowing that there are other interested parties, do I have any reasonable ability to gauge what direction they might come from? Because ideally, I'd want to, as we get closer, put the body of the salvage between us and the direction they would come scanning from.
Yeah, I mean, most likely they would approach on roughly the same.
Similar vector.
Mhm.
Yeah, because there's only one planet in the solar system that's habitable. So
That's habitable. Yeah. Oops.
All right.
All right. Who can see right now? I didn't mean to
I
activate
can see
that.
it. It looks
I see
kind
a
of
little bit.
sideways.
Bunch of it's in shadow.
Yeah, I
Right.
see the right side.
nope, not up a gem.
How's that, Jim? Oh, Jim, you might need to refresh. You didn't leave the scene. If you look at the top, you should see the Umbrella exterior. There you go. You're there now.
There we go. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I closed my
So-
character.
You can see some pretty significant damage from some of the holes that you can see. You can definitely see, lights flickering, things like that inside.
Marshall, look for a stable place to dock. Hello?
Marshall might be sleeping. Oh, there he
I'm
is.
here. Sorry, we want to dock with it, yeah?
Well, we want to check it out.
Can we, how can we move Nate on this interface to see more parts of the ship at once?
Well, how are you doing it is my first question. Right now, I've got one of your drones deployed, just to give you guys vision, and you
Okay.
guys can all control that. But if you guys are going to assign EVA crews, now you do have boarding tubes, and there is an aft dock way down here. Okay.
Yep.
There is also a cargo dock right here, and you could attach your boarding tubes, but it looks like life support might be offline. So even if you use your boarding tubes, you're still going to have to get into some type of an EVA suit.
Yeah, it's still safer than spacewalking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking we do a flyby and circle the entire ship, looking for any threats or anything else of interest, and then boarding tubes on the cargo itself.
Yep. Who manages the drones?
The guy with the pilot skill.
So you have two, and they're fairly easy to operate, although anyone with the pilot skill would obviously get a bonus.
Is there any time constraint that I feel I would be under that would make me want to use two drones instead of one? Are we in that much of a rush, or? And this kind of looks like a walk in the park so
One
far.
of our drones is, I believe, is a combat drone.
Yeah, one of them is. Oh, you got to
Which
be
one did
kidding.
we get?
Hold on.
Which one's out on duty?
Did you know?
Okay, so some of the modifications I made to these drones didn't go. But the 3 of spades, which is not what's out, I believe. I don't know. Yeah, no, the 3 of spades is out. So if you double click that
Yeah, I'm
token,
looking
right?
at it. It looks like it has an observation suite,
Enhanced
environmental
sensors,
power, so it can operate in an atmosphere.
as
And
well as station keeping. This drone does not need to be constantly controlled. When the operator does not spend a main action to pilot it, it simply remains stationary. If equipped with an observation suite, it can ping the operator if any anomalous reading is obtained.
Okay.
So
So
this
are we-
guy is your sensor drone,
Yep.
and then the 3 of spades.
2 of
Of
spades, you
course.
mean?
Yeah, 2 of spades. Sorry, and of course the freaking.
It has new fitting.
Yeah, it's got nothing because
Oh,
this
good.
this system hates me. Hold on. Avatars.
Queen of Hearts, I'm assuming, is the gunship drone. Yeah, it says Void Hawk on it.
Yep, and it is atmospheric.
Cool. Yeah, it looks like it's got some rotors that would be useful for atmosphere.
Yeah, the two and 3 of spades are. Oops, I gave the wrong token. There we go. That one's slightly different. So the 2 and 3 of spades are meant for atmosphere.
No, other way around.
Or excuse me, yeah, they can run in both atmosphere and vacuum.
Yeah, sorry. The environmental power is means it's basically got solar and an indefinite battery supply.
Yep.
Whereas presumably the Queen of Hearts has a finite operational window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now
so
the.
So I mean, the 3 of spades has the observational suite. I think that is the one we want to go to for now.
Oh, shit.
So let's do like a full flyby and see all of the angles. So I don't know how long that would take to do a stem to stern 3D looky-loo. And if I can roll an awesome piloting roll to make it faster, I would of course do that, because everything Marshall Callahan does is fast.
Yeah, that's what the ladies back at the bar said.
The captain does have a sense of humor.
I've been listening to you too long.
Hey, Captain, why don't spaceships have bars?
Oh, for fuck's
God,
sake.
no.
In space, a hole in the wall would kill everyone.
Very disappointed in you.
No, you're not.
I am proud of you, actually.
Okay, so there, I'm getting this back. Ranged weapons. Okay,
Good night, kiddo.
so the 2 of spades
Very
has
nice.
its fittings back. So you guys can take a look at those.
Oh, it doesn't show. Do I have to log out and log back in to get the goodies?
Hold on 1 second.
Chris, can you hear your nephews?
No,
No.
you should just be able to double click the token.
Oh, yeah.
Say hi to Uncle Chris.
Oh, that one is armed.
Hello, nephews.
Hi. Hope you had a good time at work.
It was all right.
All right, say goodnight, you.
Good night.
Good night.
They miss you, Uncle Chris.
Aw. When are they coming up again?
Maybe Sunday. I gotta give the house a call and see what everyone's doing.
I'm probably not going to be around on Sunday.
Okay. So, like I said, any of you guys can control the drones if you want. But
How are
have
they
we
controlled?
decided we're going to? I'm going to assume through like your data slab.
New plan. Let's fire Splort out the torpedo tube and just shoot him right over there.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
a
have
handheld
He doesn't go
control
splat,
unit.
it's fine.
My shell is not space.
It's not
Space
hard
worthy.
vacuum rated.
So, Bill, then?
Well, it's probably like vacuum rated for safety, but it's not rated to operate in space.
I guess I'm disposable because I'm not a real person anyway. So,
Oh, no, not
That's
disposable,
not
just
true. You're a
hardy.
real person to me.
oh, Hardy. I
Yeah,
guess I probably don't need to breathe. So
there you go.
there is that.
What kind of pressure rating does your model have?
3.
Perfect. Shoot him over through one of the holes, see what's going on.
We're still doing a flyby.
Yeah, I was gonna say, am I supposed to move this around and just circle it up?
Are we
On
doing a
Twitch.
flyby with the ship, or are you sending the drones to fly around the outside?
Apparently, we're sending the drones around
Drone
the
time.
outside.
Okay.
He's been waiting to use these drones. I only have visibility on one of them.
The other one went south. I've got the one that's going north.
I can see the south one.
Me as well.
Huh. Hold
Not
on
the
1
north
second.
There's something. It's like I've run up against a barricade. I can't actually go
Yeah.
further.
Yeah, because there have to be walls on this. There is you'll probably
Like a
see
super
later.
tower or
but
something.
yeah, there's a structure, and unfortunately, even though it's space, we have limitations on the VTT, so you can't actually fly over it.
Okay. The
If I had one that
Lighting
had,
layer's a little fussy.
Mhm.
You've hit the final frontier.
All right. So who's controlling the top one?
The one, probably me. It's either me or Chris, or
Okay.
Andrew.
2 of spades.
Yeah, I've gone south.
Yes, I have the 2 of spades.
Okay.
I think I've got the 3.
I've done a complete circuit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on the left.
It looks like
not
a spaceship
so
with holes in it.
Yep.
It does. It
There
looks like a
is-
spaceship with holes in it.
There is a airlock on either side of this thing.
The
So
front
this
viewport.
side.
Can I observe inside? Do I see like dead bodies or anything?
So inside, you see It is empty.
All right.
Completely empty. There's
Is
some
anything-
red lights and glow inside.
Is anything
Are
floating
there,
through the cabin as if, in 0G?
Nope, it appears to still have gravity.
is there any evidence that escape pods jettisoned?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
Do you, as a pilot, do you know this model?
I
I
say,
might have an info skill that's relevant.
yeah.
Let me see what my skills were. Pilot, connect, shoot, trade. So, I mean, and if the pilot skill might apply, then I could roll that.
I would say, roll a no.
Roll a no.
No.
How do you do that?
KNOW.
Oh,
Knowledge, basically.
that makes more sense.
Where is the... How do I get my character sheet, which is not here right now?
Go to the actors.
Yep, I got it.
Yep.
I just figured that out. Alright, and... Biography, combat, inventory, skills. No. We are at a -1 for knowing things. Let's not use strength. Let's use intelligence. That'll help. And roll it. Unless you prefer wisdom.
Nope, that is perfect. So, yep. I set the DC a little bit lower because you're a pilot. And so this is a Carrot class freighter. It's not the largest freighter, but you would know that it typically has a crew of up to 40 people.
Okay.
While we were doing flyby with the drones, did we notice any markings?
Only, yeah, you would have noticed some. You would have noticed some markings. Mostly the like a designation.
Okay.
Like a tail number or something.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like an identifier that who owns it.
Right.
So, I mean, the transponder is not broadcasting, right?
Correct.
So, I mean, one thing we could do is go locate the transponder when we go on board.
Maybe they didn't want anyone to know it was out here because they had to leave and they're planning to come back and pick it up.
Is it realistic that we could breach the hull at the...
I'd say we go through the airlock of the cargo bay since that's what we're after anyways.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to get us access, in theory, to valuable cargo sooner rather than later and let us offload it quickly. And any additional info gathering is probably pure bonus.
Well, if we clear the cargo bay, like make sure it's not dangerous, some of us can work on dealing with cargo, and then we could send another team up to the bridge to see if they have a log or...
All right, well, let's do some piloting and make that happen. Is that the appropriate skill for that? Roll the pilot.
What are you looking to do?
We're gonna extend the docking tube and engage at the cargo dock.
With the captain's permission, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
Carry on.
No piloting skills necessary. My question is, who all is going?
My question is, who was all there? Are we all in the cockpit, like all of us, when all this stuff is happening, or are we in different
I
parts of the?
assume we're at whatever part of the ship we need to be during operational.
I wish I remembered where I put Jim's floor plan.
Yeah, but you guys have been here for a little bit, so I'm assuming that, you know, once you matched speed and rotation with this vessel so that you could maintain, you know, the same speed and rotation for the boarding tubes, there's not much else to do, and you guys would probably all be gathered watching the data from the drones.
Can we slave the drone to, you know, like a remote terminal that we can carry with us?
Yeah, it's got a handheld control.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think it just uses your data slab or whatever.
Yep.
Unless you get the implants that let you use it hands-free.
Right.
With the captain's permission, I'd like to go and check for casualties. There might be people still in their EVA
Certainly.
suits over there alive.
We shouldn't all go over to the ship, though.
I have no intention of going.
All right.
Okay.
I look at him. What?
What?
I feel like I should go for security purposes.
Yeah, I
All
would
right,
say-
So why don't I look at the names? Bill and Splort check out the cargo hold, and Jarvis and Marshall make their way to the bridge and see if they can find out what happened.
Perfect.
If we get in any
Alright,
trouble, I'll pilot us out of here.
I would say once the cargo hold is secure and clear of, like, make sure there's nobody in there, Bill should probably go to the cockpit in case you find someone on the way.
Okay.
That's a good point too.
That would be my recommendation.
Right, but we need to get in and out, so they should. I think they should head
Somebody's got to
there.
lug the stuff.
Yeah.
Cap, you're doing the lugging, right?
No, I'm not doing the lugging. That's your job.
What you have the robot for?
You mean the cargo holder? Cargo holder? I can't even speak.
What's the range on the drones?
2 kilometers.
100 kilometers.
Big are the
Oh.
drones physically?
They don't take up. They don't quite. These are pretty hefty duty.
Yeah,
these
they're
are
not
made
like-
for salvage. So these guys, the Void Hawks.
Yeah, I mean it's like the size of a Volkswagen or something, right?
No, they're not that big.
No. I think they're small, like they follow you around.
Human sized?
Yeah.
I
They
thought-
are smaller. Think of like
Like twice the
Um,
size of your head, maybe? I would think.
yeah,
Dog sized.
Yep.
Yeah, be-
Cat
dog
sized.
size. 100.
I thought it was only
I
the
would
Queen of the
say-
Hearts that had that range.
Then
I would think that Marshal Callahan and Captain stay aboard.
I can stay aboard and I'll send the Queen of Hearts in on my behalf.
The Stalker has a 2 kilometer range. That's the Queen of Hearts. It is almost exclusively for so it has racing gravitics. Let me see. There you go. Sensor transparency and observation suite. So those just came to the chat for you guys, so you can see what that one's equipped with.
Which
This
one's
one's
that?
but this one only operates in atmosphere, so it's not usable here. That's the
no.
Queen of
If we
Hearts.
go in the
No,
ship, and
yeah, I was
didn't we
gonna
say the ship
in
has
the
an
ship.
atmosphere or no?
You don't know yet, but there's plenty of holes in it, so you're guessing no,
Less, yeah.
Okay.
right?
But you implied it still had gravity,
It does still have
or
gravity.
at least the cockpit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I'm assuming you guys are going to enter from an airlock, correct?
Yeah, the right side
Cargo.
one, I think.
Okay. So,
As they do that, I'm going to switch all the sensors on the ships and the drones to passive.
okay. And actually, Vorin and Will, you guys could control the drones from the ship.
We will all
All right.
regret this.
You might. Okay, so
There it is.
you guys are heading over to the ship. And you find yourselves in the airlock.
Now, do these suits have EVA packs?
A lot of you do have an EVA suit, but there are extras on the ship. So what I'm gonna do, let me go over here. You're going armor.
I don't have one listed in my items. I ended up with a climbing harness.
That could be handy.
It's in my TL3 backpack.
Okay, so Jarvis, if you look in your inventory, you now have a vac suit. Oh, you actually had a vac skin. No, I just gave that to you. You don't have a vac skin. You have a vac suit. There you go. Readied. Bill. You just have the armored undersuit, so I'm going to give you a vac suit. Readied. Marshall. Vac suit. Ready.
What's the difference between stowed and readied? Readied means it's in hand.
Yes, and so you have a couple of things set that shouldn't be readied. So I just changed that on your character sheet. I think that's all of you, all three of you. Yep. Oh, Splort.
Yeah, that's I can't remember if we ever determined how to handle that.
I feel like your inventory is not complete.
Probably not.
You know, you said that your frame wasn't rated for vacuum, but I don't remember us making that decision. And my
That's
thought
just
process.
the standard for the
Oh,
that frame.
you're different because your frame is actually a suit that has a chrysalis inside. So I'm
Okay.
going to say that yours is, whereas the normal Jack Shell would not be. Yours
Okay.
definitely is.
All right.
So yeah, you do not need a.
Yeah, I don't know about the rest of the inventory. The plan was to take whatever I can't remember what it's called. The starting equipment. I can't even remember what they had different package names. But it was basically the engineer's tech, whatever.
There was a tech package. Let me see if I find it in the sheet real quick.
Yeah. Technician, yeah. Okay.
Equipment packages. Barbarian, blade, thief, gunslinger, soldier, scout, medic,
all over
and
the bottom of that
civilian.
page.
Yeah, hacker, technician. So laser pistol, armored undersuit, monoblade knife, pause tech toolkit, 6 units of spare parts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't need the armored undersuit because your tracker already gives you an AC, your jacket. So I think that's
4
right,
type
we just
A
need-
cells, the data slab, and the meta tool.
oh, okay. That's there. Data slab.
If I pasted in the chat, is that helpful, or are you looking at it?
No, I got it. I'm adding it right now.
Which sport are you looking at?
Your shell.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I didn't add it to your shell. That's the problem. I did not add it to your shell. Which, yeah, you do have an armored undersuit on yourself, but we did not add it to your shell, which makes sense. I'm just adding the other gear.
Okay.
Okay, and then you also have a knife. Okay. All right, I think that's it. Okay, so game is unpaused. What do you guys want to do?
I think I should go first.
And the
Is there
drone
any
first.
I agree
schematics
with
on the
that.
walls? Or anything like that? Like deck
So like a map. you are
designations
here.
or anything? Yeah.
There's a big welcome mat on the floor.
I don't think they'd have one of those. It would have gone out.
No.
Which of these doors is back to the double down?
This
I
one
would
right
assume-
here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, assume the right, since we're entering from the right side of the.
I
So
opened the door.
where should it go then?
Okay, door is open.
That does not look good for them.
Can wait in the back.
Oh, there's splats.
Yeah. Very sad day. How come I don't have lighting?
So there's atmosphere in here that we can tell, or everybody's just running around. We didn't establish. We established gravity.
Gravity was
through the
established
window.
beforehand. Yep.
Right.
I'm in darkness.
But I am looking for a way to know where and which direction we're going to go to the. Whatever.
There seems to be a barricade up here.
Okay, do I have a knowledge on the deck plan of this vessel?
I think I found what you humans call a toilet.
Who's pausing the game? It says the game's paused.
Oh, that's why I can't move.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I've been on mute this whole time.
That would explain a lot.
Okay. Yeah, some of you guys don't have vision.
Yeah, I was turning on my flashlight.
I'm giving you vision.
Oh, look, there's a little Bill. Hello, little Bill.
Where did Bill go? Oh, is he in the upstairs?
Yeah, look, he's
Yeah.
got a little mini Bill.
Where's there a mini Bill?
I don't know. There's a mini Bill in orbit around you.
I don't
Oh, it's
see-
because he's targeting you.
Oh, he's targeting me. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, how's that? Do you guys see now?
Looks like it.
I could see before.
Hey.
I can't. control
Some
this.
of you had vision. Some of you did not.
See the light?
So, okay, it is now on pause. Now, there is right here a lot of debris.
It's sucked in the hole, didn't it?
Yep. This is currently impassable, which I think you guys can see that. Yep. All right. So you know the bridge is this way, but you can't actually get to it.
Is this is there atmosphere?
No.
Okay.
Life support appears to be offline.
So we know the bridge is that way.
Yep.
So my only egress can be over here to even have a chance to go the right way.
And judging by, the ship layout so far, that is the other airlock.
I was gonna say that would probably go outside.
Yep. So you have a door here, a door here, and a door here.
Well, we just want the quickest way to the cargo, right?
Yep.
We're in the cargo
So-
bay.
Yep. So,
Are these side doors? Would I know if the floor plan these are like lockers or just anti-chambers in cargo, or do I have any
All right.
advanced understanding of the floor plan?
okay. So what you can see, all right. So in here, oh, you closed the door. Okay. So up here, where Bill was, that looks like it is a workshop.
I thought it was a bathroom.
It is for you.
And then down here is the starboard cargo hold.
Which direction is starboard?
Right.
Okay.
Just remember that
Port-
port and
port
the
is
word
left.
left have the same amount of letters.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys want me to start cutting away at this blockage?
Yeah, we can check these other doors while you do that.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan.
Okay. Now, when you go in there, Andrew, you see a lot of crates.
Okay.
Hard to say what's in them. And then you see another door down here.
Well, I would, look through the crates, I guess. Goal is to find goodies, right?
Yep. All right.
Is there
you
so
can
many
spend-
crates here that it's going to be like an hour process, or?
No. Nope. So you
Okay.
can spend some time in there. Bill, are you going in that door?
Yep.
Okay. You see. So stop right there.
All right.
All right. The very first thing that you see upon
Oh.
entering this,
Mhm.
besides a corpse on the floor, you guys also see a
Oh.
cryopod.
You do not own any token that has vision in this scene.
Yeah, boo.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. I may not have. Hold on. Hold on. Wait for it. There we go.
Oh.
How's that?
I have vision.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see a cryopod that appears to have its own power source. And there's a humanoid figure.
Jarvis, are you the medic?
I am the medic.
You want
Now,
to take
there's
a look at this
also-
corpse?
There's also a body on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right, my first thing is to do a quick autopsy on the body.
A quick
No,
autopsy.
no, I'm kidding. No, I mean I want to see what killed the body.
Okay. Doing a quick medical inspection.
Which I could roll heal if you want. I don't know if that's
No.
supposed to-
There's not really much of a need. It's pretty obvious the signs of death. The body appears to have been, hit with either some type of a laser rifle or something that blew a pretty sizable hole through their torso.
All right, so this was not just an outside attack. This guy was lasered, guys. I mean, he's dead. That's what I meant. Yeah. Bill,
Yes.
perhaps you should check the rest of the room while I check on our passenger here,
Okay.
because I don't want to.
Are we all on comms?
Yeah, I would assume so.
So
For
we're
safety's sake.
aware that there's a dead body that's been lasered.
Yep.
What's through the back door? Is that the other? Is that the other entrance, or is that airlock? This guy down here.
There's no door
No
yet.
one's been in. No. Yeah, there is a door. You should see the
Oh.
door symbols when you guys get close.
Yeah, it's these white
Yep.
thingies.
Yeah. Little picture of a door.
You can click on it to open it.
Okay, Jarvis,
Did I roll no
what are you rolling for?
to see what is, who is in here or what
Okay.
is in here?
Yeah, I would like you. This is not something you are familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
This cryopod is very, very, very unique.
What can I
You
see through the
can-
window?
It's you could see in that picture that I showed you that it is not. It is opaque.
Okay.
All right, so you can, you could roll. Are you skilled with Yeah, you're skilled with biopsionics, right?
Mhm.
Okay, you could either roll that to determine if the being inside is alive. You can also roll a heal check to try and. You're familiar with the technology, so a heal check would allow you to try and access the controls for the cryopod itself.
Okay. Now, with my knowledge of healing, though, if he is in this cryopod, assuming he's alive, which I can do the psionics on, should he be taken out of it or should he be left in it? There might be a reason he's in there. Would I be able to determine if that is safe for him to come out?
The real question is it a good idea for us to let him out?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he might be in there for a
Could be
reason.
contagious. He could be a horrible monster.
What am I
would
rolling
let-
for?
I would leave that to, like, it sounds like a captain's decision.
I would, yeah. So, all right. So with your biopsionics, you can definitely tell. That there is a being in there, and it is still alive. Do you have? Why am I not seeing? Why does
you
it
not
just
see?
say? Why does it just say you have psychic training?
Or
There it is. Psychic refinement, oracle, and telepathic contact. Those are your powers.
right.
Okay, what does psychic refinement do?
Yeah, I was gonna open it up for you.
Ooh. Okay.
Biased.
So immediately as you reach out, you feel the presence of another psychic, a very powerful psychic.
Shoot him! Shoot it! No, I'm kidding. Okay. I'm getting that with my meta psionics. I would take it then.
Correct.
Okay. Is he actively using powers? Or is he out?
No.
Okay.
Your biopsionics definitely show that there's nothing that you can see.
So he's sleepy.
Yep.
All right. Captain, we have an unconscious psionic in this cryopod.
Well, that's interesting. What is your recommendation?
Leave him iced until we could find out more about him. He's more powerful than I am, considerably so.
Oops.
All right, leave him for now then.
Is this thing mobile?
Yes. I mean, it will take some effort to get through.
But it's self-contained power, so it should be able to move.
Correct.
Okay. It is mobile. We can move it onto the ship if you want to take him with us. Or her.
Let's see if anything else comes up in our search before we start doing anything. Is there a terminal or any type of connection we can make to the ship's computer?
We haven't found a way to the bridge yet.
Yeah, you're missing that vital section.
There's no terminal anywhere else on the ship other than the bridge.
You haven't found one yet because so far the only sections you guys have discovered are cargo and the workshop. There is a terminal in the workshop, but it appears to have been intentionally damaged.
So do
Right.
I find anything in my rummage sale?
All right. So going through here, you definitely find just what looks like general trade goods and items related to a colony, like setting up a colony.
Okay. I mean, if there's anything that's like listed as field equipment in the general equipment section on page 75, low light goggles, porta boxes, pressure tents, climbing harnesses, binoculars, random.
Right.
Then I'd probably take a smattering and stuff like that and throw it all in one tote and then push it out into the aisle.
Okay.
And then I'd be going for the door.
All right.
It's not really the mother load that we're after, but we'll keep going.
Right.
Oh, look, there's more.
Hey, look.
Wait, is that a spare
We-
tire?
All right. So
We found Bill a penis.
we.
What do I see now?
I wouldn't have use for it.
All
Why
right.
don't you try?
Andrew, go ahead and roll for me a notice.
Maybe I can do that.
And Jarvan, have you rolled your heal yet for me?
No, you have not had me do that yet.
Yeah.
What is our preferred attribute for noticing things? Wisdom or intelligence, or
I would say wisdom, more likely.
Why am I rolling as 2 of spades?
that doesn't look very good.
Oh, did you have that character's? Wait, is that on your character sheet?
No,
Did you have 2 of spades selected, maybe?
I did.
That's weird.
Let me try just roll. I know it doesn't count as a new roll. Let me just see what happens.
No, it. I mean, it. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you get 2 pluses for that.
Well, I rolled badly. I only rolled an 8. So
I mean, you rolled a 1 and a 5, so you would have rolled a. Oh, it still gave you the 2 plus ones.
yeah, because it rolled as me,
Okay.
even though I was clicked on him.
That's interesting. Okay, yeah, you probably just selected spades.
Yeah, I had it selected because I
Okay.
was looking at it.
So we'll go with the 8. So I just want to give something for you. This cryopod, the individual. So you're messing around with the controls. You managed to find some things. This cryopod has been active since the year 2662.
That before the screen.
That is before the screen.
How many years ago was that from now?
That was 600 years ago.
Wow.
What year was it?
A little less. It's 2662. That would have been
2662.
three years before the scream.
All right, I'm gonna transmit that via text to everybody.
Well, shit.
All right,
And then I
Marshall.
turn it off.
Marshall,
Yep.
In this room, you see a lot of like traditional fuel types and things like that.
Anything
You'll-
that we would have to buy otherwise, or
Nothing that would be good for a starship. But everything in here is marked like flammable.
cool.
I don't like the
Alright.
sounds of that.
Now, how much time are you going to spend in here? Are you going to spend a good amount of time, or with what you've seen briefly, are you good?
Like I said, I'd look around and move some boxes and stuff to make sure there's not anything like hiding behind it or anything.
Okay. You do find
Nothing.
something.
I wouldn't spend tons of time.
Okay, but if you're going to spend a little bit of time, you find a hatch. It was being blocked by one of the crates. And
Based
it
on what
is-
I might know about the layout of this, where do I think that could possibly be leading?
Well, judging by the size of the rooms, floor to height, this looks like maybe like some type of a maintenance hatch. Now, Splort, this thing has been welded in place. You could get through, but this is not normal debris. This is very specifically designed to keep people out. So this was very intentionally done, and without bringing in some major cutting equipment, you don't think that this is going to be passable.
Okay. Do we want to try and do that? Describe the situation to the captain.
Negative,
Alright, we'll leave it alone then.
because we know somebody's going to show up here eventually. I don't
And
think we
Marshall
have-
found a hatch that takes us there anyway.
We
Yep.
don't
So
know that.
Marshall found
a
a
maintenance
hatch. You're for sure. It looks like a human could fit through, but definitely a drone could fit through.
Has anyone checked that middle door yet?
Not yet.
I'm
Oh,
about
there,
to.
yeah, there you go. Cool. All right. I mean, if the drone is busy, I'll go in personally with my body and risk it all.
Send the drone.
Okay. Can I
Um,
click on it and drive it?
Yep, you should be
Or
able
somebody
to.
else?
Actually,
testing
no,
the
you
drone?
can't. So no one has a link to the drones. So either Vorin or Blackjack can control the drones.
I'll go
They're
take
the
a look.
ones. Okay.
opening middle door now.
Okay. Okay. Splort.
I see blood.
You do see blood, but you also see a very familiar scene, which is what looks like the engineering section.
Alright. I'm proceeding with caution.
All right, so the hatch is right here, Jamie, or Blackjack. So, give me a second.
More blood.
Okay, Jamie, do you see? Hold on one second. Show a navigation. All players. Jamie, you now should see the Umbrella exterior. Go ahead and click on over there. Up in your navigation
Yep. Hold on.
at the top of the screen.
It's loading.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You are free to navigate, but you'll want to keep your crew appraised of what you're seeing. Now, I got to bounce back and forth, so I'm not watching you right now. Splort. It looks like you can definitely see that the ship is running on emergency power. Down here, what looks like there are doors here, and on the other side, same thing. Two doors here and here.
Do I see any signs of tampering, like perhaps intentional damage to the ship?
You don't see anything intentional other
Did
than
they
the blood.
try
You
the space equivalent of scuttling?
you could. All right. Okay, Jamie. You
Yep.
see, you are going around. Where you are right now. Oh shoot! I don't have labels on this map, so I can't tell you. All right. Back to here. If you want to bypass the blockage, you'll want to head north.
I know.
Uh,
I'm checking out
okay.
these.
All right. So, Splort, you spend some time, you're able to log in, and it looks like the ship was purposely powered down.
Captain, they appear to have intentionally powered down the ship. Can I determine whether there was something wrong with the ship, and perhaps they powered it down to prevent some sort of catastrophic failure or meltdown?
I would like you to roll a fix to try and get access to the logs.
Is that intelligence, probably?
Okay. There is definitely some damage to the ship. It appears the life support system is completely damaged, and that does not appear to be intentional. But other than that, it looks like this ship actually has something very valuable, and that is a technology level 5 reactor. Now, basically what a reactor is it basically negates the need for fuel.
So, how large is this reactor?
It'd be pretty big.
Okay.
What's a normal tech level for this time period?
TL4.
Okay.
So it's pretty sweet.
This is pretty sweet indeed.
Nate, I
Make
have
the
a
old
question.
ship run on unicorn farts and fairy dust.
Go ahead.
What is this thing in this room that I'm in?
So,
And why is it
where
pulsing?
you are, so, I'm gonna say you're probably not. Roll. Give me a no. Or you could potentially share your video feed, broadcast it out, and others could take a look.
Alright, yeah,
But-
that's what I'll do that.
Yeah. Splort, you would know what that is. So you see this big device, and this device, without question, is the gravity generator.
Okay.
And it, from what you can see, it appears to be running. Now, you guys have noticed you are probably 3/4 Earth's gravity here. Maybe a little bit less.
75%. So that pretty big reactor, I mean, does it fit through the door frames? Can we move it?
I would assume not.
Well, there's still rooms in here you guys haven't explored.
No, I'm
Oh,
just,
but you
I'm
have
just
that.
asking about the reactor.
Right. So
Oh.
the answer to that question is, you'd have to disassemble.
Disassemble the reactor or the ship?
Mhm. The either, well, you could basically salvage the ship, right, and remove the reactor through basically the exterior of the hull.
Right.
If you wanted to be quick and dirty.
dirty's my favorite.
If you wanted to, keep the ship intact, then you would have to disassemble the reactor.
The reactor's cold, right? That was what was said.
No,
Nope.
it's providing power to the ship, presumably.
You do see that it is offline. So
Oh.
it's running on emergency power,
All right.
which would be probably like an alternate fuel source.
Do I know that this reactor is even functional right now?
It appears to be, according to the logs, it was just powered down.
Okay. How long, and would it be possible to, how long would it take, and would it even be possible to dismantle the reactor into chunks big enough to get aboard the ship? Our ship.
You probably have to take a look at the reactor first.
Okay.
Okay. Blackjack, where you are, you see another hatch
Okay, I
that
descend.
goes down. Okay. Go ahead and head back to the interior. If you can.
Yeah, I'm back, but I
Alright, there you go.
have no vision.
There you
There
go.
we
Okay, so Splort, you want to
there's-
check around?
Yeah.
A lot of blood all throughout this ship.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. That's why I'm wondering about removing the reactor and leaving the ship behind. Also, people are looking for the ship.
I mean, so far the reactor and that cryopod are like the only
Oh.
things of supreme interest.
I found a power
So-
loader.
We shouldn't leave with no things.
and some bodies.
Has this door been opened yet? No.
Where are you at?
I'm gonna open this one up.
Yeah, go
Uh,
ahead. That's just to the other airlock.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's-
and you guys are free to move around. You don't have to.
okay. So that's the other side of the ship.
If you have questions on a
So,
specific area, just let me know.
I do.
Okay.
Marshall.
I do.
Okay, go
Um,
ahead. Let's start with Jarvis.
Marshall, what?
I just want to know if I can do a bioscan using my tool on this entity,
Yep.
because it allows me to get down to the DNA level. I want to see if we're dealing with something unusual here.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you probably have a way to you can probably connect it to the device itself and use it that way, and it appears based on DNA and everything else that you can tell, this appears to be a human.
That was my question. Thank you.
Yep. It is a human male. You probably can tell from when they were frozen, they were probably in their late 30s to early 40s. But
Decent health.
in decent health. There's odd brain activity, but it's fairly normal. It's within the realm of normal for a cryo sleep, especially one that's been going on for potentially over 600 years.
And there's no scans currently available for the madness, right?
Right.
Okay.
Bill, you had a question?
Yeah, I just want to look around the room and see if I can find anything
All right.
in these
Um,
crates or whatever.
In this room, okay.
Blort, did you say you
The-
needed assistance?
I was curious regarding the layout of the ship. If you knew if these back doors in this section, just past the engineering room, if those were leading to the airlock or what they.
No, let's open them up.
All right. Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You found the reactors, Splort. Yeah. You found the reactor. Bill, you definitely find a little bit better cargo in here than what your pilot found. There looks to be some fairly advanced stuff, but to you and your expertise, you're not sure what you have. It looks valuable. For Splort and
Is this a terminal?
that is.
Hey,
You know,
gang,
you're,
we found the.
you're glowing with
master engineering.
radioactivity.
Yeah.
I'm just soaking up the energy. Cooking
So-
the inside out.
Marshall, that appears to be the controls for the reactor.
Controls for the reactor. Okay.
Do not turn it on.
Does it have a subroutine for jettisoning it? Usually reactors can go critical and they can be evacuated or removed from the entire hull as an emergency measure.
You're not sure.
I'm gonna guess
What?
this door at the bottom is the aft airlock.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh.
This one's locked. I get a click clack sound. It doesn't
Yep.
seem to open.
That one is locked.
Splort, fix it.
Come on, move. My luck is as good as it is with real dice.
Haha. All right. Let me see on that one.
Don't you have specialization in fix? Shouldn't you have an extra D6?
No, everyone only gets 2d6. There are some foci that actually do give you an additional d6.
Yeah, I know. I thought he had the. I thought he put the feet in it though.
I do. I
focus.
have the focus, and I have
Hold on. It's probably because of you having 2 character sheets. Hold on one second.
yeah, it's on there. It's the Tinker Focus. I have 1 level in that, and then I have 1 level in skill.
Yeah, your maintenance score is doubled, allowing you to. No. It was on page 90. It doesn't give you an additional D though.
No.
Yeah, that allows you to mod equipment. So that's all about modifying and improving equipment. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I created a.
Yeah, I should be getting a +1 bonus to fix skills from my shell.
Yeah, which you do get.
And then, yeah, whatever I get from the focus and the skill. But I don't think you can go above 2 at first level anyways, regardless of...
Not when you create a character, I think, yeah. Oh, for God's sakes. Where are the DCs for skills? I know they have a nice table in here. There we go. Okay, so what did you roll?
7.
Okay. Okay, you cannot manage to get that one unlocked. Okay, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, there's definitely valuable stuff in there. Blackjack, you are currently in what looks like the you're in the bridge, right?
Yep.
And so where the room that you're in looks like the captain's office. And then across from you over here is the communications and sensors, and then of course the captain pilot stations on the bridge right here.
Is there anything of note in the captain's office?
The terminal there's some weird designs. Oh, I was trying to figure out it looks like some monitors. The terminal is active.
Can I manipulate anything with the drone?
Slightly, yes. It's a little cumbersome, but you could
What's on the
do
screen?
some stuff. So what's on the screen is just a basically like a screensaver with like a login prompt. And you see a logo, which is Anodyne Logistics. Ah. I said that as 2 of spades. Okay. So you've seen the reactor. You've seen the crew. You guys have been here now. Crap. Well, 2 hours.
Now our friends are here.
Does anyone want to take a look at this cargo I found and see what's worth taking?
I do, but I wouldn't know what's valuable.
Yeah.
Or would I?
can
I do
come
have a
take
no
look.
skill.
I have a
With a
trade
no
skill.
skill. There we go.
I'll make my way up. Did we find out anything about this back door? We're not getting it open. Is that the outcome?
No, we're not getting that open. So this is the terminal for the reactor.
Mm-hmm. Now,
I'm on my way, Bill.
you guys can go into the hatch as well. You can. You don't have to just send a drone.
Well, it is safe-ish. I mean, you may have
How
to
do we
crawl
get-
through some blood.
So how do I get to the top section with Bill?
Back where that cargo. Oh.
Okay.
Bill's not in the top section. Bill is back over here. Over here.
I see the purple marker.
Well, what are
Yep.
these side rooms?
Come out into the main corridor.
Sorry,
Follow
it's
the-
not door.
Yeah.
Follow the ping.
And then
Okay.
over here.
Thanks.
Then
There you
down. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
I will assist Bill in locating the valuables.
Okay. You're not sure either what all you're seeing, but a lot of this looks pretty valuable.
Take it all. I mean, it's pretty close to the main corridor, so it should be pretty quick to take it crate by crate and get it on the ship.
Yep. If you guys want to start loading it, absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So you have the two of you are loading
Use this.
gear. Yep, there you go. Little forklift. And what are you guys going to do about the cryopod?
Just waiting on the captain's word on whether he wants it on the ship or not.
In this navigational room, is this equipment functioning?
Most of it appears to be just powered down.
All right, try to turn it on.
You can't do that from here. Because the state of the ship, the reactor is offline. It's only running on emergency power.
All right, never mind then.
Yep.
You should turn the ship on, fly it to a safe spot, fix it. There we go. Big bang.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you guys probably started loading some of this quicker than just now. Okay. Does anyone want to go to the fore section of the ship?
I would go to the forward section of the ship.
Okay. Well, are you gonna help load gear, or you want to do that?
I mean, how much gear is it?
Well, you can see there's a lot of crates.
Is it more than 25 or 30 minutes worth of effort?
I would think so. Yeah.
And are we taking the sole
It depends
frozen
on it.
resident?
Yeah. Well, that's the question.
All right. Well, maybe I'll help with that if Jarvis needs help.
I do. I just haven't got the okay from the captain to move him on the ship.
Hey, Captain, we putting the meat popsicle on the ship or what?
What's the recommendation of the crew?
Cryopod could be valuable whether the guy is or not.
Yeah, he said he was a
I don't
psychic,
know,
though, right?
Restream psychic. It sounds kind of sketchy.
It's
Yeah.
research.
Yeah, I'm sure
Psychics
someone
are-
tries psychics.
Psychics are sketchy. He's right.
I'm not so much saying that. I'm saying that should the occupant leave, the cryopod itself might be valuable for keeping people alive should something catastrophic happen.
Well, the cryopod itself is pre-tech,
Right. Exactly.
so it is extremely valuable. You've never even heard of anything like this, let alone
So
something
even
that,
if we have to jettison its occupant,
So,
I am opposed to that.
what? It's like
My
you swore an
question
oath or
is-
something.
Do we have someone we can even?
You didn't swear that do no
sell
harm
this
oath,
to?
did
Do
you?
we have like a reliable fence or something?
well, you do have contacts within a crime organization if you want to use them. Real quick, Blackjack, you have found the cryosleep pods for the crew. All of them are unoccupied.
Wonder where they could be.
I think we might have found one of them.
I'm just worried that, maybe this psychic person even though they're in a pod, can reach out, touch people's brains.
Catatonic.
And maybe
Don't
that's
worry
why
about
the
that.
crew
You'd
is
have to have a
dead.
brain for that.
So the big question is, you all know from history that when the scream occurred, everyone with any amount of psychic abilities went mad. Some of them died outright, but all of them went mad.
And that was just like a burst, like a single point in time. It wasn't something that
Yep.
persisted.
It came from the Veil Nebula and traversed the entire known universe in 17 minutes.
So the people that were psychic and endured the scream, they actually perceived the scream. What happened to those people? Did they
all
die
went
or
mad.
Went crazy.
Yeah, they
Going
all went
crazy.
mad. Or outright died.
So this guy is definitely crazy, I would think.
Well, maybe he might. I don't know. Would he be unaffected if he was in the cryopod,
It's a great question.
Doctor?
The ramifications of that are beyond priceless. If there was a psychic pre-scream that was unaffected by the scream, the knowledge that they would potentially have would be beyond anything you could imagine.
But if he's crazy, maybe he told the crew to kill themselves, and that's why they're all dead.
Well,
Maybe.
he's catatonic and he hasn't woken up the entire time, so he wasn't
The
behind
crew
that.
didn't shoot their ship from the inside out. So
Right. And much of the crew, like even you, where you are now, Blackjack, you can see this person was killed from blaster fire.
Can you operate the cryotube automatically? Like, can you put yourself into a cryotube and
Yes.
have it function?
Typical ones, yes.
How about the one that guy's in?
Unknown. It is technology beyond anything that you've seen. The only thing Jarvis has had time to do is get some basic information from it, and that was something that actually showed the date.
Yeah, it hasn't been opened or thought out since.
Right.
So at that time period, was most of the universe that we know of on tech level 4, or was it even more primitive than it is now?
No, it would have been
More
5
advanced.
or
Yeah, it would have been 5.
We're in the Dark Ages, or coming
Oh,
out
yeah.
of the Dark Ages.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, load it.
Pushing!
Is this the terminal for the reactor?
Yes.
Alright, what can I ascertain from poking it?
So again, this is a little bit higher technology level. Go ahead and give me a fixed roll.
Prepare to be disappointed. Oh, let's roll all night.
Okay. So with that roll, you can actually figure out and are able to navigate through the systems, and you do find something where you could potentially restart the reactor.
Is that something we want to do?
I mean, is the navigation system operational? Would the ship fly
Well, I
if
think
we
all
got it
that
powered?
stuff's off right now because it's not.
What do you think, Captain?
Do you want to fly it?
Well, potentially we could move it to a different location, and we'd give us more time.
Yeah, I agree. You want me to come up front and assess the control systems?
Sure, and maybe find out more about the stuff I can't manipulate.
All right.
Making my way up.
All right.
So
Firing
real
up
quick,
the
I
reactor then.
hey Marshall, hold still. I'm just gonna move you so you can skip
I was
the.
gonna say, is there
there you
fast
go.
travel?
There is fast travel. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
All right.
Okay, so if you decide, you could power up the ship. I'm going to say it's going to take you a little bit of time to go through all the power up operations. Probably about 1 to 2 hours.
Okay.
Do you want to proceed?
Waiting on the captain's word.
Where are you hiding, Cap?
You already passed me.
He's the drone.
Oh, you're the drone. Okay.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
All right. Commencing the process of starting the
All right.
operational activation of the reactor thing.
All right.
So,
Can
so
I?
two questions for Bill and Jarvis. Are you guys continuing to load stuff onto the ship? The double down.
My last action was to start trying to push the cryopod into the ship.
Okay, you are successful. In the time that it takes to restart the reactor, it ends up taking you a little bit less time than you thought. So I'm going to say about an hour and 45 minutes. The ship, the reactor starts up, and comms are available. So you guys have gotten most of the usable cargo off the ship in that time, as well as the cryopod. So Jarvis and Bill, where do you want to be? You want to be fore or aft? You want to be in the bridge area with everyone else? In the engineering section?
On our ship, I want to be on the. I want to be where the pod is because I'm still checking it.
So you are staying on the double down. Bill,
Right.
are you on the double down, or are you?
I'm gonna stay here with with the other ones that are still here.
Okay. Do you want to be with Splort or do you want to be with Marshall?
Where are they both? I know Splort's working on the reactor.
I'm
What's
in
Marshall
engineering.
Splort's south of you at engineering,
doing? Mm-hmm.
and Marshall is on the bridge aft.
What is he doing?
I'm trying to check and see if I can get the ship's computer back online for
Yep.
navigation, piloting, maybe comms.
I guess I'll go with Splort. I don't think it really matters that much, so I'll hang out with Splort for now.
Okay, I'll just move you down here. Okay, reactor is online, and you're able to, between the reactor control panel and the engineering section, you are able to power on everything except life support. It looks like life support was damaged in the whatever battle this ship suffered. So the Umbrella was clearly attacked by a starship or something. Maybe planetary defenses, you're not sure. But navigation, sensors, and comms are back online.
Does it have a weapon system?
Minimal, but it does. It
Is
appears
there a
the only
combat
thing,
log I can start downloading?
the only thing that's online are the sand throwers. So
Okay.
it only has defensive weaponry, no offensive weaponry.
That's fine. Is there a last combat log I can review?
You haven't been able to gain access to any of the systems that would show you that information because those are all locked behind authentication. Now,
Okay.
for
But
it,
I can access the piloting and or are you saying no?
yes, you could potentially pilot the craft. Vorin,
That is a
Mhm.
great freeze frame for Andrew right now.
as you're monitoring the crew, but also maintaining systems aboard the Double Down, you get a sensor alert of an approaching ship.
Ooh. To the group, we have somebody coming to visit. Sensors pick up one ship.
What's their ETA?
Soon. Very soon. I mean, I can hail him.
Please don't. Not yet.
Fine.
Big friends.
They might be friends.
My question is, Captain, if we have to abandon this vessel, do we want to leave anything behind? Could I set the... Is it possible to set the reactor to melt down and destroy the ship?
in taking and bringing the reactor online, you absolutely think that is possible.
Okay.
Can I
You would
locate-
lose the reactor.
to get this reactor. However, yeah, you may not want it to fall into your rival's hands.
Vorin,
Yes.
you estimate, because you guys have been maintaining active sensors, you estimate that ship will be within weapons range within about 15 minutes.
Hmm.
Additional suggestion: if we're blowing the ship, would it be possible to set it on a course, a trajectory, then hop over our ship, go in a different direction?
Yeah. Yeah, if Marshall sets a course, now you would have to disconnect the boarding tubes or risk destroying those, but that's pretty simple. But if Marshall sets it on a course and then gets out, you
Just say,
rig the...
Do we have
the-
thrust now? Can I begin extending the time window
Only-
by making an
No.
opposite course now?
Not while you're connected to the double down.
Can
You
I
have to
can I leave a
synchronize-
data pad or anything behind and slave the controls of this ship for remote piloting?
You wouldn't have time to rig something like that.
Okay.
That
Range
would
and those
potentially be possible, but you know,
Can
Alright, 9
I
minutes.
locate the physical data core so that I can take any stored data with me that's in the ship computer?
that would probably be in the engineering section.
Lord, find the data core. We want to take that with us when we leave this thing.
Okay.
This is your comms officer speaking. We have 15 minutes before we have blow the hell.
Okay. So, if this is what you want to do, Captain, we can set the core to meltdown, and Marshall can set it on a separate trajectory. We can abandon the ship, and hopefully they'll chase this until it blows up.
How long will it take you to find the data core and rig the reactor?
Bill, start looking for the data core.
Right, I'm on it. What does it look like?
It's about yay big, and yeah, it says data core on it.
You saw
Big
it
neon
on your way through. So, Bill, give me a fix roll. I know it's going to be at a disadvantage, but this is kind of a Hail Mary for you to try and
You just
get
gotta
it.
chop it out. Don't even worry about it.
Come on, Bill. No pressure.
There you go. So, you can actually assist Splort if you roll a fix and get a 6 or higher. You can give him a +1.
I had it set on strength. Was that wrong?
That should not be strength. Yeah.
Should I re-roll it, or what do you want to do?
Hold on. Let me just look at your character sheet. That. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's strength.
say it's
but it's a
natural.
+0.
26 with a
Strength
-1,
works for
so-
you.
Yeah.
You're finding it and ripping it out.
Yep.
Okay.
So you get a +1. Bill, 8 is enough.
Cool.
So you are
You
able
too
to
can fix
hack
things
that
in
out.
space.
I would like you. Oh, you did your dupe. Give me another fix roll, Splort. You're gonna need a DC8. Okay. So here's the deal. You can rig it to explode, but you won't be able to start the ship moving away from the double down before the other ship arrives.
All right, just everyone grab as much stuff as you can. Get back to the double down. Explore, are you done rigging it for detonation, or do you still have?
I think the implication is it would take that amount of time to get it to blow up.
You would see right away, Splort, that you're not going to have time.
I mean, am I going to have time to set up the navigation? I mean, he doesn't have to do it all alone, right? I mean, I'm at the forward
Well,
navigation.
Yeah, I think you're doing the navigation setup, and
Yeah.
I'm doing the reactor.
Yep.
The amount of time it'll take to get the reactor to blow is the same amount of time it'll take them to get here
All right, then
or within weapons range.
can you at least I don't know, jettison it or damage it beyond repair?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Anyways, everyone else back to the double down. Grab as much stuff as you can.
All right, so Splort, what your options would be is you could quickly just damage it on your way out. It may not destroy the reactor, but it would certainly make it difficult to repair. That's about the best you could do. You wouldn't be able to destroy the ship with the time you have, but you could at least damage the reactor.
Okay. Would damaging it be enough that maybe it won't blow up and take the ship, but, you know, ruin the reactor beyond repair?
Right, I got plan B.
What's
I'm gonna light the
plan B?
fuel depot on fire on the way out the door.
I knew that you getting access to that
Dude.
was bad.
Do you have some type of explosive?
I have a laser pack that I can probably rig to overload.
It's going to take you a couple minutes to get back through the crawl space.
Conveniently, it's on my way.
It is on your way. So let's see.
What's the jury rig skill?
You can roll.
Is jury rig actually a skill?
There's something
Fix.
kind of like that. Yeah.
I thought you just used fix or something.
Yeah, you roll me a fix. were you selecting Splort? No. Marshall, weapon fix. There you go. Okay, that's enough.
Fixed
Yeah.
it to blow.
You can rig. So what you need to get rid of on your inventory is
A very expensive pistol pack.
both of your power cells.
Both? No
Yep.
pistol?
You got what's in your pistol, and that's it.
Yeah.
But you won't have. So just go ahead and delete your power cells, and you can rig.
Oh, it
rig
does say I
those.
have two. Look at that.
Yep.
What's the ECO? Encumbrance?
Yeah. All right. Everyone is heading back right as you get aboard. Now, you were not able to launch the ship, so the Umbrosa is still just sitting there. But as you guys are getting board, Vorin, you are hailed by the ship.
Hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and answer it. If they're hailing us directly.
Yes, receiving incoming transmission. Please identify.
Quick question:
Yep.
Is the ship coming within range that we can actually like see what type of ship it is?
So yes, the ship is now in range, and you can see that it is a freighter, or like a merchant vessel, and it is currently not broadcasting a signal, but that's not really necessary, as appearing on video is Talbot. Comms are opened up. Immediately you see the face of a somewhat arrogant and brash individual who, Blackjack, you know well. Unidentified merchant ship. You will cease all operations immediately and stand down. Prepare to be boarded.
If we have a slight reactor leak, give us a minute to lock it down.
Nice.
This
Do you say they're within weapons range now?
They are going to be within weapons range. Now, the ship stops, and you can see that it launches another ship. Switching over to your sensors, you see that this is a smaller, like starfighter style ship that launched from a berth on the merchant vessel. Identify yourself.
Man, why don't we have one of those?
This is the ship Lone Star. We are out of Talbot 3. Please cease and desist any boarding until we can get our reactor leak under control. Guys, he's not buying it.
You left the comms on.
Shit.
Is everyone on board, or what's their status? of our people?
Everyone is just now on board. The boarding tube is retracted.
Damage was done to the reactor, and a bomb was set.
Yep. This is your final warning before we are weapons free. Yeah. He cuts the comm.
Yeah, you better run.
All right, Marshall,
We're in trouble.
it's time to earn your wage.
Have a punch out. Got it.
All right. as you guys approach, or as you guys get started, both ships move to engage. It is time for initiative. Marshall.
I get to roll the initiative.
Because you're the
You get to
pilot.
roll the initiative. You're the pilot.
That's right. Don't hate me, gang. How do I roll the initiative, Mr. Hootis?
So if you go to the fist,
Physical, yeah.
you'll see the double down. You should see a D20 right next to the double down.
If I go to the where? The ship?
The fist.
No, the fist. Look at the top right. You should see chat, a fist, people,
Oh, okay.
right? The encounter.
Combat tracker round 1.
Yep. You should
How
see
do
a D20 to the right of the double down.
I don't
It just
see
says
anything.
round
It just
1.
says round 1.
You guys aren't seeing any. Hold on.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there's
there we
some
go.
stuff.
Some stuff.
There we go.
Double down. So if I click on it, there's no
Yeah.
die thingy.
There's no die. Oh.
Just put me down for 20.
I'll do
Good
it.
for it.
Someone rolled. Who
I
rolled?
did.
We're faster than them. That's all that
Wow.
matters.
You rolled it. Okay. So that's a 7. And you are faster than them. Okay, guys, this is our first Starship combat. Alright? So,
We're all gonna
Pressure.
die. We're all gonna die.
the combat round starts.
Confident captain.
Alright, so there's 5 departments. We have the bridge, gunnery, engineering, comms, and the captain. Now, all of you will get to go. Vorin is on comms. Blackjack is obviously the captain. Gunnery is Bill. And engineering is Splort. Jarvis, you can take a general action when it's your turn to assist in the ship. Okay? Okay. So, we're going to start with the captain.
Right.
Now,
Every round
you
we get
have-
command points, right?
correct. Now, don't you have something that gives you command points?
I do. Whoop. 2 extra command points at the start of each turn.
Yep. At the start of each turn. All right. So, I'm gonna come over here.
And I am going to support the bridge department.
Okay. Bigger permission. All players, observer. Okay, if you go to the journal section, you will see a folder. I'm gonna make it like a light cyan. It's called rules. And I have the first one there called bridge action. I'm adding the captain action right now. And then we have the comms action. And basically, the general actions are just to generate comms points for others. So here is the engineering action. Apparently I have to redo permissions after I add them. Okay, and then gunnery.
I get to choose the order of which the departments work.
Correct.
Okay.
And then there is finally general act. So, if you know the role that you're taking, then you can just ready your action.
Permissions on general actions.
Yeah, I do that right. Finish adding those. Figure permission. There you go. All right. So now everyone should have their actions. Bill, your gunnery. Vorin, your comms. Marshall is bridge. Splort is engineering. And then Jarvan is general. Okay. So, Captain, you're choosing the order.
Okay, so captain action I just took. I'm going to be followed by a bridge action.
Okay.
And then just going right down, comms action, engineering action, and then finally gunnery.
Okay. All right. So, and you did, what was your captain
I did
action?
support a department,
Okay.
which cost 0 command points. I choose a department, which I chose the bridge. One action that department takes will require 2 fewer command points.
Very
Sir.
sneaky.
And you can take multiple actions. So, but how many command points do you get to start?
Well, I started 2 for the round for my special ability, but I think you get a set amount.
Right. I think it's 4.
By the way, each starship turn takes about 15 minutes.
Correct.
And what? You're only allowed 1 bridge action per turn, 1 captain action, 1.
Nope, you can take multiple. So, for example, if you wanted to fire the guns, you could do that twice.
So how many bridge actions can you take in a turn? Or is it just up to the limit of all the points available? So
It's up to the
blow it all
limit
out
of
in 1 turn.
yeah, it's up to the limit of command points, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so
How
you
many,
can.
have you seen how many command points you start with?
I'm looking.
All right, so you could burn hot and heavy and spend all your resources in 1 turn.
Yep.
Based upon the quality of the crew, so we get none.
Ah.
I'm
I'm assuming you get 4 because you're fully crewed.
Well,
Yeah, it says
That's-
civilian
that's-
ships usually have 4.
yeah, that's NPC ships though. Ships normally start their turns with 0 command points.
Oh, wow.
So, some of the actions that you can do, like the general actions,
Okay.
will
but
generate
you
command
actually
points.
get- so you start with 2. Okay.
Yep.
And okay.
So
And
we
you've
have
chosen
we
to
have two
support-
we have 2 to spend,
Yes.
and I
Okay.
just made it a bridge action 2 cheaper. So, for example, if he chose to do evasive maneuvers, that would be free.
Correct. Or pursue target would cost 1.
Right.
Escape would use all 2.
Right.
So we have
Do
2
I
to
have
spend among all of us, or 2 each?
No.
Correct.
We have 2 for all of us, unless someone you chooses an action that
Sure.
generates command points.
Right.
Where are the
So-
general actions listed?
So the general actions, if you go to those rules, the
Yep.
general and anyone can take a general action.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
Yep. Because it generates a command point.
The way this is set up, it's meant to build like teamwork. So like
Yep.
Right.
So, like, the do your duty action, which is a general action, generates 1 command point.
Exactly. So at a minimum, you can always build for the team.
Yep. And the captain can choose. You guys can choose if there is significant damage coming your way. You can choose to take a crisis instead, and then you have to deal with the crisis. Okay, so if they hit something that would maybe normally literally destroy your ship, you can choose to take a crisis instead. Okay, so do you have any orders for Bridge? Bridge is up first, but do you have any orders?
Get us out of here.
Okay.
All right, then.
Marshall.
Let's do. Let's do an escape combat. I mean, we're technically right. We rolled initiative. We're technically in combat.
Yep.
Now, escape combat. It says plus your ship's speed against the fastest opponent's skill check plus their ship's speed. On a win, enemy ships gain 1 point of escape. If the enemy ship gets 3 points, the ship gets away. It says 3 points after 3 uses of this maneuver. But that's not necessarily 3 consecutive actions, right?
If you win, you get an escape point. After
Right, but
3
if
escape
you
points,
lose, do you lose
would
escape?
have
Do you
to-
lose a
you just-
escape
you just-
point?
You just don't gain one.
Okay.
Right. You would
Yeah.
have to succeed 3 times in a row.
Succeed 3 times, but failure isn't a penalty. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Okay, roll
so
and
you will make
opposed.
your pilot,
Pilot,
but keep in mind you get a -2.
because our ship is banged and busted.
Yep.
Thanks, Captain. I mean, it's not any better for evasive against difficulty 9, but then we get my pilot skill to the ship's AC. My pilot skill, is that my rank or the bonus pilot skill to ship's AC? Is that my roll or my rank?
It's an opposed roll, so I've already rolled. You're just going to roll your pilot.
No. Evasive maneuver is not opposed.
Oh, but you're not doing evasive.
You're not
I'm
doing
considering it.
Well, you'd have to have. They're not firing on us yet.
Not yet.
Oh, you have to do that as a reaction?
You don't have to. Basically, you roll against DC 9 and add your pilot skill to the ship's AC until its next turn. So that
Exactly.
is free. You could do that and
Well, that's what I'm saying, is we'd be able to bang some points into the next turn.
yeah.
Debating it.
Support your station.
How far did we say weapons range was? Or we're in weapons range now?
It's just one action though. So if you do evasive maneuvers, you could not do escape. Because it's only one action gets a -2 to the command point.
No. I get that. That would be the only action that could be done. All right, let's just do the escape. We'll see how it works.
Okay. Roll your pilot.
Roll the pilot.
Evasive maneuver just gets you a bonus to AC. So
Right.
Right.
Makes you harder to hit.
So, but if
It's
we're
not-
within
it's
weapons
not
range and we're
escaping,
pulling
it's
away,
doing a barrel roll.
I know. All right. Do I have a modifier? Just take it as is, right?
So he gets. So you still haven't spent your points, right?
What do you mean? I spent my. What do you mean my?
Well,
my
no, I mean
focus points.
I'm trying the command points. How did this work? Like, you said we started with 2 and you generated 2, or did an action that generated 2?
No. We started with
Basically.
0. I generated 2.
And I'm going to spend it
Oh.
all, so now nobody else gets to act this turn.
Well, no,
Except-
they do. They can
Not
generate.
for expense. Yeah.
They can do an action that costs 0 command points, or someone can generate command points.
Okay.
Okay. Win is tie. So you guys have gained 1 escape point. Okay. What department did you say was going next?
Comms.
Comms, you're up.
Well, I would like to try do your duty
Okay.
by flooding their comms with my incoherent babble.
Haha.
So I'm gonna go along the lines of the reactor leak. Incoming ship. We still have a reactor leak. I suggest you keep your distance.
Okay. Because there are 2 ships, and you're broadcasting on open frequencies, you do manage to create some confusion as they're coordinating their approach to your vessel, and you successfully gain 1 command point. So now you have 1 command point. Who's next? Blackjack.
Engineering.
Engineering, you're up. And so Vorin did it perfectly. When you're taking these actions, describe what you're doing to help the crew. So if you're going to take a general action, either above and beyond or do your duty, above and beyond, you gain your skill level in command points +1. So it has the ability to generate additional skill points. But you have to tell me what you're doing to help out. And on a failure, it's -1 command point. So it's got risk. So, Splort, what are you doing?
I'm also gonna have to go with the. I like all the engineering actions cost at least 2 command points.
Right.
So yeah. I'm not entirely sure what his duty would be in this situation. Just, making sure the tanks are full and the engines are on. I don't know.
Well, you may be familiar. I'm gonna help you guys until you get the hang of this. So you're pretty familiar with the state of this ship and the lack of maintenance, and so you know of a particular issue that should have been fixed a long time ago, and by getting on top of that, you actually help the ship increase power enough to complete the maneuver. So you have now generated 1 command point. All right. So we did
So now-
bridge, comms, engineering.
Yep. Now we have gunnery, and we have 2 command points.
We
And at the end of the round, the command points disappear.
correct. So do you
So
want,
gunnery.
Do you actually want do you want Jarvis to go first? Since he's gonna take a general action?
Then yeah, general action first, then gunnery last.
Okay. So Jarvis, what are you doing to help the crew?
I am going to use some stimulants on the pilot to jack up his system.
Alright.
That's a duty. Do your duty.
I knew we
Okay.
liked each other.
So we are now up to 3 command points, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Gunnery. What do you any orders for gunnery?
No orders for gunnery, but he can do as he wishes.
Okay. So take a look at the gunnery actions, Bill,
Uh-huh.
and tell us what you want to do.
All the command points disappear at the end of the round.
Yep. So you got to lose them, use them or lose them.
Let's fire all guns, baby.
Fire all guns. So you have 2 targets, and let's take a look at your guns. So on this system, on the double down,
Mm-hmm.
you have a multifocal laser. Shoot, I can't. All right. And then you also have sand thrower. I mean,
I don't understand what either of those things do.
so fire all guns isn't as useful for a free merchant vessel that only has a defensive weapon. Oh, actually no, that's not defensive. Okay. So your sand thrower is it projects a spray of tiny, dense particulate matter. They are highly effective against lightly armored fighters, meaning the strike fighter. The multifocal laser is more precise. So if you choose fire all guns, you can designate your target with each gun. So you can send the sand thrower towards one ship and the multifocal laser at the other.
Oh yeah, let's send the sand thrower at the smaller
Strike
vessel.
Okay.
Yeah. And the
Roll.
multifocal laser at the other one.
Roll a shoot for each.
For each one. Which attribute would that be? Dexterity?
Most likely dexterity, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so that's your first shot. Okay. Let's look at what you rolled.
Not that great.
Not that great. So the free merchant does not you do not hit with the multifocal. Nor do you hit the other one.
Because there's 2 pizzas in this game and their aura is like affecting my rolls.
Armor class. Yeah, it has to equal or exceed the armor class. So both of those miss.
Damn. Alright.
God, can
I'll
you
be right back.
Hold on.
What?
Something does not feel right.
Yeah, my rolls suck. That doesn't feel right.
Like, the most you could roll is 14.
Mm-hmm. So 7 and 9 aren't that bad then, really, right?
Yeah, but their armor class. Their armor class is 14 and 16. You literally can't hit one of them.
That doesn't make much sense.
I feel like the armor class of these are wrong. Go back to the whole thing. Oh, Jesus! How do you even hit? How do you even hit something? This seems weird. Something seems very, very wrong.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
What am I missing? This is literally impossible for Brian, the best person to shoot, the guy on your crew that actually has shoot training.
And high decks.
Yeah. Like it's literally impossible.
Wow, what's the armor class of a ship? It's not an opposed roll or something?
Ours is 14.
Yeah.
There's a 14 and 16, and I can't get higher than a 14.
What's the AP on our weapons? Because that lowers the rating of their defenses.
I think that's if they hit. Because the
Yeah.
armor absorbs damage, but if you have AP, it ignores that amount of
Right.
armor.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so
Is there like a aiming action you could do pre-shooting
Not
for
really.
bonus?
I have the same actions that everyone else has under general to get bonuses. There's nothing.
Looking at the gun reaction.
Wait a minute, I think there's a- I think there's a.
What's the target systems one? Fire one weapon action, take a round to target a ship's weapons, engine, or fittings. Such targeted attacks may take a -4 to hit.
Yeah, there's no
okay.
way I could even hit with that.
Yeah, that makes it even more challenging. Okay, not less challenging.
Comms can give you a bonus. They spend 2 command points and use defeat ECM. Roll an opposed int program against a targeted ship on a success. Any attacks this round by your ship against the target get a hit bonus equal to twice your program skill.
Yeah, well, my program skill is -1.
So -2.
Mine too.
Cool. Oh, that crash system skill is kind of neat though for you, Tony.
Oops. I
Is there-
forgot that one.
Is there a size
I don't have
modifier?
a programs. Oops, go away.
oh, I was wondering for.
Equal to... See, again, I don't have a program skill, so I don't know how well that's going to actually work.
All you can do is try.
Rolling
True.
a hit at -4. Okay. The gunner rolls a normal hit roll using their base attack bonus. Is that getting calculated?
I would assume so.
So what, 2d6 plus 2?
3.
His to hit is +3.
Where do you see that?
I'm mousing over your laser pistol on your character sheet.
That's what I was just looking at. So, looking at the laser pistol. We got a +3. Skill.
The formula says it's 1d6, attack bonus is 1. And then what? You have a +2 dex bonus?
What is your class? You're an adventurer, Brian?
Yeah. Part expert, part warrior. Or whatever it was.
Okay, so adventurer, I think you gain 1 to your attack bonus. So, what does your shoot skill say it does?
Yeah. +1.
Yeah, so +1 for dex, +1 for shoot, and +1 for class.
Well, I already added the +1 for shoot and dex.
Yeah, you're not getting, but even still, +1 for shoot, +1 for your class, and +1 for dex. Even with that, with 2d6, that's still a maximum of 15.
Yeah, it's still almost impossible.
Without something. Okay, so we're just gonna say that it's because it's juking, I guess.
We are beginning characters.
Yeah. Keep in mind it's gonna be equally hard for them to hit you. So.
I say, is their ship also as behind on its payments as ours? Does it
Okay.
negatively affect armor class?
So, as much as I want to continue, it's 10:20.
Mhm.
If you guys are good, everyone has had a turn. And I would say let's move on to the next vessel, but we'll pick up next week. Is that good with everyone?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate leaving in the middle of combat, but like I said, it's already 10:20, and I'd
Yeah.
also like to maybe figure out this combat. I still feel like something might be wrong, or something we're not understanding. So I'll brush up on these, maybe check some forums and things like that, and go from there.
Sounds good.
All right,
Sounds good.
good with everyone.
I thoroughly enjoyed everyone's company.
Real quick, I did not award XP last session, nor did I award any yet this session. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys 3 experience points. 1 for last session, 1 for this session, and 1 for the discovery of the items on the ship. And
Your place you're
being able
supposed to
get them
record
off.
those?
Under your
So,
hit points.
yeah,
So we have 3 out of 3. Does that mean we level up?
that means you level up.
Sweet.
So, we will start next session. Now, feel free, if you want, I will try and leave this up periodically, although I have a game tomorrow, so it won't be up. Feel free to look at the rules to work on leveling your character. We'll just make sure we knock that out of the way next session. First thing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Quick
I like it.
question.
Yes.
My fix skill. You start with everything starts at a -1, right?
Yes.
All right.
Hey, it goes from